We Brits took more than 45 million holidays abroad last year, and for many of us it's an excuse to lay out on a foreign beach and enjoy the restaurants, bars and the clubs in the evening. But disturbingly, we discovered that in some resorts the alcohol being served is fake, and the consequences are life-changing. When Hannah Powell from North Ormsby in Yorkshire went on holiday with her two friends to Zante, it promised to be a well-earned break in the sunshine.
We've been at work all year. We're just looking forward to having a week away in the sun, just enjoying ourselves, relaxing on the day around the pool, the beach, going out on the night. We had a great first 2 days. We had a beach day and a pool day. It was lovely and warm. We were having a really good time.
Hannah spent a night with friends on the island's main party strip called Leganés. It would prove life-changing. The group woke up the following day feeling good, ready to hit the beach. But by the afternoon, that had all changed.
About 4 o'clock time, I started to feel really ill. Just constantly vomiting, really bad headache. I was like getting sweats on and off, shaking. So I went back to the hotel, and then I just was completely wiped out, really, really tired. So I went to sleep.
When Hannah woke the following morning, something was seriously wrong.
I'd suggested we open the curtains. I had no idea they were already open, it was just pitch black.
Hannah had lost her eyesight.
I remember really panicking, but being so delirious at the same time. It was very scary.
She was rushed to hospital, miles from home, and in a state of panic.
I didn't understand I'd lost my sight because I was so delirious. It sounds stupid, but I thought I was being kidnapped. I thought I had a bag on my head.
Hannah's mum immediately flew out to Greece to be with her daughter.
Hannah was laid in a bed, totally blind, delirious, because she just was on that much medication. She was bloated. Obviously, she was crying and we were crying, and we were just so glad that we got to her.
Hannah was in hospital for 2 weeks while the doctors tried to establish the cause.
They did all the tests that confirmed it was methanol poisoning.
They suspect the deadly substance methanol was in vodka drinks Hannah was served in Zante. Methanol is a toxic solvent commonly found in antifreeze and screen wash. Consuming even small quantities can be lethal. Hannah was left fighting for her life after drinking it.
First off, it affects your kidneys, gives you complete kidney failure, then it affects your eyes, and then luckily I was seen to, because after that it affects your brain. I did have amnesia for about 3 months, but it can give you permanent brain damage.
The scary thing is, you have no idea you're buying a fake drink until it's too late.
It looks the same, there's no way of detecting it, it has no smell, no colour. You would never know.
Sadly for Hannah, she's now registered blind.
Everything's changed from that point of view, really. I can't drive anymore. I can't just go out, do what I want when I want.
And it isn't just her sight that's been affected. The methanol she consumed severely damaged one of her kidneys. She owes her life to her mother, who donated one of hers.
So now I've had my transplant and that's all going great, but I'm only 22. On average, they last about 12 years. So if I live a normal, long, healthy life, I'm going to need quite a few more in my lifetime.
Later.
Hello, Richard.
Hi, Michelle.
I learn about fake alcohol being sold on UK high streets.
We've had products containing elements of nail polish remover, and you don't want to be drinking that.
Earlier, we heard the devastating effect fake alcohol had on one young woman.
And it's not just a problem abroad, it's also being sold right here in the UK.
I'm meeting Trading Standards Officer Richard Strawson. He's been seizing fake booze from high street shops for decades, a problem that sadly still persists.
Hello, Richard.
Hi, Michelle.
So we're talking fake alcohol.
Yes.
So how am I meant to tell the difference between these two bottles?
So these were seized by colleagues in Trading Standards, and on the face of it, 2 genuine bottles, labelled up as you'd expect it. But if you turn it over, what you've got here is UK duty paid mark. This is a nice sheen, whereas you can see it's dull there. which points out to me that that label has been counterfeited and this is the genuine article.
For a consumer going into a store, you're not necessarily looking at that label, are you?
Absolutely, and what you do find if you go into pubs and clubs, of course you don't see the bottle at all.
To actually think that it could kill is, you know, is a scary thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and of course, what goes into counterfeit fake bottles, elements of nail polish remover, for even antifreeze, and you don't want to be drinking that.
Yeah. The fake labels on this bottle are extremely convincing. If you were to see this in a shop, would you be able to tell it was fake?
Time to put it to the test.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard.
They're exactly the same in weight.
They both look very similar.
I really don't know.
At first glance, spotting the fakes is clearly not easy.
Honestly, they're identical.
I'd say it's this one on the left here. As I say, it looks like a slight discoloration, but you can't really tell the difference too much.
The customs label is clearer.
The cap is all dented around the top. It looks like lower quality.
Actually, no, this one's got a bit of discoloration. So I'd be inclined actually maybe to go for this one as the fake and this one as the real.
I'm just gonna have to take a wild guess. I think this one's the real one and this one's the fake one.
We're saying this one's the fake.
And that one's the fake one.
So how did they do?
Ah, I got it right!
After initially being wrong, I was right in the end.
Yeah, they're really good counterfeit.
If this was the only thing on sale and this
Yeah.
looks like Smirnoff,
Yeah, I would have bought it
Vodka,
as Smirnoff.
It's terrible and obviously very, very scary because on face value, you'd have no idea what the difference is.
The dangers of drinking fake alcohol don't bear thinking about, and clearly it's a huge concern that there are such convincing fakes being sold in shops right here in Britain. So before you buy your next bottle, have a think about what you're buying and where you're buying it from so you don't end up with a fake.